Hello and welcome to Flora Racing's World Series Season 6 Round 7 in Canada. Race highlights. Canada, the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, 4.361 kilometres long, and Rubens Barrichello holds the lap record around here from 2002 with a 1 minute 13.622. Let's see if our drivers will be able to beat that in the race today. Now the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, it's high speed with a few twisty corners and a few very, very famous corners. The corner here that Kubica had his enormous crash at. And then we're onto the long, fast straight that takes us up to the one and only Wall of Champions. Chances are we'll see a car in there or two today, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. Over to the race commentary team. So it's time then for the Flora Racing World Series in Canada for round 7, and it's looking a bit gloomy again, Ray. So, as we have a look at the Wall of Champions, a corner that not many of the drivers are technically allowed to crash into, but we could see many in there. Around this circuit we also have the Wall of Rookies, we'll point that one out. Turn 4 is the one I like to call the Wall of Rookies, and we could find cars in that barrier as well. So the drivers, they now make their final preparations, looking at their race strategy, working out what they're going to do. They've only got 25 seconds to go until the grid will be cleared and it'll be time to race. So Ray, you've got about 10 seconds to make a prediction.
I go for Casey.
You know what? I'd agree with you on that one. I've got a feeling that Casey could go and win this one. My other prediction is there'll be a hell of a lot of penalties by the end of this race, and we may even see a few drivers, unfortunately, get disqualified. Now Ray, I think you will have a car behind you. You have, so you'll have to be careful of that one. It's 5 lights, time to race. So off they go then, down into turn 1, and hopefully they can all get through the corner without too much drama. And Casey has taken first place as both Williams are now side by side a little further down the grid. I think Farfber may have just got himself a little squozen, but at the moment they all look to be heading. He is! He's into the Wall of Rookies. Is he like he's lost his wing as well? Oh dear, oh dear.
He's lost it. Front row racing GP's lost it. Is it wet?
It could be. It could be very, very greasy. Up at the front though, we've got Kay Slay pulling out a little bit of a lead on Hindle. We've then got Richie Davey in 3rd place, Rickster in 4th. I tell you what, let's have a look on board. I'm not seeing any spots of rain at the moment, but I tell you what, the track is looking very, very greasy. But it's this is an opportunity for Kay Slay to try and just pull away. Dave the Harp, he's in 5th place, a gap opening up ahead of him. Farfber behind him, with Acorn 95 behind him. Yep, Acorn's actually moved up a couple of places because he did qualify quite low down. Oh, he's just hit the back of ball. He's spun it. That's let Mr. Hamilton 44 through, and Charlie, and Adam 4600. Where's Ant 69? Ant 69, he's, I think he's at the back as we have the Williams and the Ferrari make their way into the pit lane. Now Hindle
just coming to the Wall of Champions now. It's quite a far pit back.
He is. I'm wondering whether perhaps he got tagged along the way somewhere, or he was just taking it very, very cautious. He did say that his aim here is just to avoid any collisions and try and score some points. Rickster though, he's in 4th place. His aim is to go and win this race and get no penalties.
He tried to get ahead in the hairpin of the DRS Open. It depends on Casey's top end speed. And we do need to watch because this track eats your fuel, so they don't want to be pushing too much.
He's going for it. Up the inside he goes then, just about gets through with no contact. A nice little move, but this is a circuit where, yes, there's 2 DRS straights, so you can actually afford to not overtake into the final corner and take that risk. Just get close and then overtake into turn 1. It's the easier way to do it, but Hindle was showing that you can do it the other way as well. Rickster on the back of Richie Davey now. Something I haven't had a look out for, Ray, is what tyres people are on at the moment. I think the front four are definitely on the option tyre.
The hairpin, I think he's realising, let me get the DRS and then I'll do it. Because he didn't want to overtake there, he seemed to slow down a wee bit more. And as he's lining them up, getting the slipstream up that DRS. Has he got the top end speed to get it done before the corner? Yes, he has.
A nice move there by Acorn, that gets him up to 9th place. Andy Russell, I tell you what, he's close, he's really close to the battle between the two Marussias. Oh, and Farfra's gone deep at turn 1, he's had to take evasive through 2. Andy Russell sneaking through the both of them. So Mr. Hamilton then up to 6th place, Andy Russell up to 7th, Farfra down to 8th, and now he's going to have to be careful of the cars that are behind him, because Acorn, he's on those option tyres and he's going to be approaching fairly quick and possibly bringing Charlie along with him for the ride. Now Andy Russell, he's looking fairly racy at the moment, and if Mr. Hamilton is on the prime tyre, then Andy will be wanting to get past as quick as possible.
KCLA is back in front. I don't know if we've missed it or if you've said about it.
No, we have missed that. I would guess he was able to stay close enough on the previous lap to retake the position in DRS. We can see that happening around Canada a lot. Positions changing. Let's go and have another quick look at that lead pack. Farfra all over the back of Andy Russell, and Paul will be wanting to get ahead as early as he can, because I think Andy is on... no, he's not on the prime tyre, he's on the option tyre. Now, we did ask Andy Russell for any pre-race comments. I didn't see him give any, as Farfra sneaks up the inside. A nice cheeky little move into turn 6, but they're both a little out of shape coming out to 7, but Paul now ahead. Charlie and Acorn... Sorry, go on.
I think Kindle was looking for a move on the hairpin. I'm still riding on board Rickster, sorry, Hickster. Jesus.
Hindle, though, he's close enough now for a DRS pass. Caseley's gone defensive. Hindle will be ahead. Caseley moves back onto the racing line. It doesn't look like it's going to be raining. I tell you what, Ray, I think the sun's coming out a bit. Oh, Caseley, very, very sideways. And we're getting to that point of the race now. We haven't talked about strategy at all, but to be honest... Oh, we got
Richie going?
Yeah, he was going very slow. I just spotted that in the background. Richie was going very, very slow there. I don't know if he's had a technical issue or what, but he definitely seemed to be going slow into turn 1. That's put Rickster up into 3rd place, and perhaps could free him up to hunt down these two. But yeah, strategy. I wonder if that's for damage or just to get rid of those prime tyres. Intermediates? He can't be.
And a win. Why is he going for intermediates?
Charlie, it's not. Oh no, it's changed to options. No, it's changed to intermediates. I think if he's on intermediate tyres, his race is over.
He's coming.
He may retire from this, but to be honest, Charlie, if you're listening, get it back to the pits, mate. Stick a set of option tyres on. You never know who may get disqualified from this event. You could pick up some points. Caseley and Hindle very, very close into the final chicane. These two very closely matched on pace, trying to use the same bit of tarmac. So Charlie looks like then his race will be over. The yellow flags are flying to let these drivers know there is a car either going slow, damaged, or parked up at the side of the road with a set of intermediate tyres on a completely dry track. Now, if you were in this race, Ray, would you 1 stop? Would you 2 stop?
2 stop, I would 2 stop. I'm not good enough for a 1 stop. I'm not like your Dual, Finn and your Jason. They're the 1 stop guys. I take too much out of my tyres.
I know the feeling. I think Andy Russell may be potentially close enough here to have a little look at attacking. He has got DRS, but he's not gone for it into the final chicane. He's got a good exit. Yeah, he's had a fantastic exit. Acorn showing him the outside of turn 1. Andy Russell taking to the grass a little bit. Side by side through 1. Andy Russell gets through 2. That's a nice overtake, and these guys are going to have to continue on and battle it out for another lap. Okay, let's have a look.
I've just got a message from
Sorry, Ray. Come to you in a sec. Sorry, Ray. Come to you in a second. Richie Davies in the lead. Dave Harp's in second place. Kay Slay is now right behind tyres. Hindle is behind Kay Slay on prime tyres. So the Ferrari and the Williams have pitted, put prime tyres on. The Ferrari has come out ahead. They're now in a situation where Farfborough is on warm tyres, but they are options. This could get tricky. Go on, Ray. Sorry to cut you off there. What have you got from Charlie?
I had a message, but it's not translatable.
Fair enough. Now, Farfborough, he's gone for the pit lane. That frees up the Ferrari and the Williams. Hindle retaking the position. I've got a feeling that K-Slay has just been told that he's been given an illegal overtake when he really hadn't, and he's just given a position up. That's one to ignore, unfortunately. I mentioned it earlier on. Driver goes into the pit lane absolutely flat out. It shows a yellow flag, and you can get given an illegal overtake. That's one to ignore. Carry on. If it gives you a penalty, appeal it afterwards. Rickster has also pitted. He's on the prime tyres as well, and he's closed up this gap. Now, Rickster, he's coming under pressure now. Richie Davey, he's still closing up that gap. He may even be close enough to have an attack with DRS. He is going to have DRS. Slipstream. He's got the doctors. Are they going to need the doctors when they get down to the final chicane? He's pulled out to the slipstream. That's to just stay behind into the final corner to get a good run through the final chicane, which he has done, to now go for the attempt into turn one, up the inside. That's a beautiful move from Richie Davey there. Nicely done. Now, his target is going to be on K-Slay, or is it? Because he very nearly left the circuit there. Rickster won't be happy about losing a position. He'd have been looking at gaining places, not dropping them. Now, these two, they have had a bit of history between each other. They have been teammates before, but that was in the days where the drivers didn't get to pick their teammates. And I think they actually won the Constructors' standings. They won the Constructors' title. So, as a team, even though they didn't get on, when it came to scoring points, they scored plenty. So very similarly matched on pace, and we could see Rickster trying to take that position back off Richie here. So Ray,
or he could just follow and use Richie Davey to help him catch up with Casely.
There's a good example of the Richie Davey defensive line, but yeah, if Richie's quick, yeah, you're right. I mean, he could use him to catch up. I mean, is that what you do? Oh no, Rickster's going for it. Rickster's definitely not watching the live stream because he's having none of this. He's going straight past Richie again. Nice re-overtake there. Now Richie's not going to be overly happy about that one. And this is where it sort of comes to what you asked earlier, Ray. Do you try overtaking? The wall of rookies is the wall on the right-hand side here. Is it worth overtaking from here towards the end of the track? If it's available, yes, but you could be attacked into the final part of the circuit. Do you reckon Richie, though, Ray, is going to go for it? I reckon Richie Davey is going to try and get the move done in the first DRS and chuck it into the pit lane. He's going through in the hairpin because Rickster's gone deep, but now Rickster could end up with the DRS. You're right, he's not. Rickster had a better exit. Unless Richie was trying to back off to get the DRS. It may not have worked though, but he's going for a move anyway into the final chicane, but Rickster's going for the pits. Yep, you're right. Have a look at what tyres Rickster goes for, but this could put Rickster ahead of Richie when they come back out on track.
Option tyres.
Dave the Harp has made a pit stop. He's now on the option tyres as well. Hindle, he's on the option tyres. He's only 6 seconds off Richie Davey at the moment. A good sign there that doing the additional pit stop is the faster way. K-Slay is 9 seconds off the leader. That puts him 4 seconds behind Hindle. Rickster's come out in 4th place.
14 seconds for the pit stop you need. It's not that 20 seconds you need because you cut out the last 2 corners and the first corners.
Yeah,
it's a shorter pit time, so Richie's going to go backwards. Well, it says Hindle's only 2 seconds behind him.
Hindle is very close. But you are right, Ray. I mean, a pit stop here takes 22 seconds, but the gap you need to the car behind you is only 14 seconds, because you do cut out the final chicane and you do cut out turn 1. So this could be very, very close between Richie and Rickster. Now, it should be a set of option tyres for Richie Davey here. I'd be surprised if he puts a set of intermediates on. So he is now back on his way. Here comes Rickster. He's technically ahead into turn 1, but where's Richie Davey? He's in the background. So Rickster, Rickster has pulled out a bit of a gap, but Richie does now have lap fresher tyres, and he has already shown he has got some pace around this track. Down. And Hybrid Nuke is all over the back of Andy Russell now, going for the move before the final chicane. Manages to sneak through there, can now use DRS to pull away and use that clean air to see if he's got any possibility of catching up to 5th place Dave the Heart. Let's see what that gap is. Hybrid Nuke's 32 seconds behind the leader. Acorn 95 has been disqualified from the session. We said that it'll happen to somebody. Unfortunately, it's Acorn. Okay, Dave the Heart, 18.5 seconds behind the leader. So that puts Hybrid Nuke, what, 12, 13, about 14, 15 seconds behind. Gonna be a tough one, that. Rickster, Richie Davey, they're still battling. They've got a car ahead of them. Adam 4600 in a blue flag situation. He gets well out of the way, leaving these guys to it. Now, we've seen Richie Davey close up in the final chicane before, use a better exit. He's got another one here. That's a beautiful move by Richie again. Rickster's going to be so annoyed at how quick Richie is through that corner, and takes 3rd place into turn 1. Acorn 95 now retiring from the session. I think he'll be heading over to a bar, or the steward's office, or the bar then the steward's office. I mean, it is possible around this track that you can accumulate so many penalties that you can end up with a disqualification. I don't know. Should we find out? Should we let everybody know who up at the front could have penalties? Or should we just wait for the timing screen? I reckon we wait for the timing screen.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ant's gone deep at the hairpin again. Front row races GP up alongside on the exit on this occasion. He'll be able to use his DRS, get ahead, stay ahead, and move himself up to 8th place. It's been a disappointing one for GP, but any points he can take, he will happily take them. Hybrid Nuke still running 6th place. Gap between himself and Dave the Harp only 9 seconds now, but Hindle has started the final lap of the race. Corners to go. Adam 4600, he'd already retired. He has now left the circuit, so his missus has come and picked him up. Come to cheer him up. And what was the all for, Ray?
Richard Davies took a second out of Casely.
So he might get him then, but Hindle is making his way to the final chicane for the final time. He's been weaving down there. He knows what this win could mean, especially with his teammate finishing so far down. But victory in Canada it'll be for Hindle. Casely in 2nd place. Richie Davey can't quite catch him. A great race from Casely there. And Richie Davey, he gave it everything he had, but unable to get ahead. Rickster, 4th place. Dave the Harp, I reckon he'll be fairly pleased with a 5th place finish there. Perhaps the maximum he could get out of the car on the day. Okay, time to have a look at the podium then. It has put Hindle on the top step. It's still showing Casely as being 2nd and Richie Davey in 3rd place. A fantastic race from these guys. Hindle and Casely had a great battle early on. Rickster and Richie, they also had a fantastic battle. A great race to watch and a fantastic victory for Hindle. He needed that. He's opened up a gap now in the standings to his teammate. But as a quick reminder, the race result on the day is only a provisional one. So if we have a look, there's quite a few penalties given out there. But if we have a look...
2 drivers.
Yep, 2 drivers without penalties. Dave the Harp being one of them, and 69 being another one.